Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mishra and I'm currently on a journey to debt freedom, and we talk about all things budgeting here on my channel, and you'll see some kind of random day in the lives and vlog style videos. Before I forget, if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. We'd love to have you here, and like this video and share it with a friend if you think that they'd be interested in watching. So today we are going to be preparing for 2023. And so I don't know about you, but Christmas is done. It's December 26th, and I don't know. I love Christmas. I spent lots of time with my family, but I'm just ready to hit the new year running. So that's what we're doing today. So first we're going to go through some of my 2022 goals. So we're gonna kind of look back and reflect on the year. And then I do have to do some like tasks around the house to kind of prepare stuff. One of those things would be taking down my tree. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, normally I would leave my tree up for a little bit longer, but yeah, I'm just ready to, bring in the new year. And then I have some cleaning stuff to do, and then we're gonna come back on, and I think I want to try and do a digital vision board. And so I'm gonna take the vision board and I want to put it as the background for my laptop, because I use my laptop so frequently for like side work and stuff like that. I want something that I can visually see on a day-to-day basis. And then we'll just go through what our goals are for 2023. 2022 goals. So, something that is important to do, like making goals is one thing, but what I realized and what I didn't really do and what I plan on doing for next year is I wrote down my goals, but I didn't really revisit them. Like I did do monthly goals like throughout the year, but I didn't really revisit my 2022 goals. And so one reason why that is important is that you want to see the progress you've made. Maybe there's some things you've made lots of progress and you didn't even realize it. Or maybe you haven't been making the progress you thought you would. And then you can reevaluate, like, is this goal something, was it attainable or not? And maybe you can revise your goals at that time. So we're just going to go through my goals. So my first goal was to increase my credit score. And so honestly, when I look back at this, I completely forgot that I even made that a goal. But I know I did do it at the very first part of the year because I was trying to move out of our basement apartment where we lived for 7 years. So we were trying to move, and I wanted to increase my credit score at the beginning part of the year. And then I think once we moved, I just kind of just totally forgot about that. So increase my credit score. I did do it, but then I didn't. The second thing was build my emergency fund to $5,000. So that did not happen. And so part of that is partway through the year, my husband had a job change, and he also at the beginning of the year had lost a lot of work that he had been doing because he was self-employed at the beginning of the year, and then not self-employed by the second half of the year. So we weren't able to do that. And then we've had a lot of challenges come up in the last part of the year with our car and stuff like that. So no, we were not able to do that. And so my third goal was to make $5,000 in my financial services income. And by the end of December, I would have hit that goal. So that's really exciting. It's something that I honestly hadn't realized was happening along the way, because you get little bits of money here and there, but now like looking back, I can say, hey, I actually was making progress towards this goal. And then my fourth goal was pay off $10,000 in debt. And truthfully, at the beginning of the year, that seemed kind of like a lot, but I can actually say that I did do this. I did pay off $10,000 in debt for the year. So that's actually really good. And so my my fifth goal for 2022 was not to take on any new debt. And so I was not successful in that. I didn't take on any more credit card debt, But because of our car situation and repairs and different things that we had to do along the way, I did take on new debt. But it wasn't like credit card debt or anything like that. It was more like personal debt. If that makes sense. Um yeah, and then so my last one was be my best self. And so I think I did a decent job of doing this. I know that part of it was just kind of like giving my all in everything I was doing. And um, well, my intention was good at least, but I do think that there were a lot of challenges throughout the year that, maybe I didn't put my best forward at in every instance. But I'm still happy with that, and I'm glad, to look back on these to see kind of how the year went. Even the amount of debt I was able to pay off, despite having like a decrease in income and for our household and that type of stuff. So yeah, like no, definitely important to not just make goals, but to review them and look at them, whether it's quarterly or I don't know, monthly, but you don't really have to do that if they're yearly goals. But I think at least at the very minimum, I think quarterly is a good way to go. So okay, so that was the first part. So now, yeah, we're gonna just go and I think take down our Christmas tree. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so excited to do that. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like that really means that you're bringing in the new year. And so when you'll see, like this year, we decided, because this is our first Christmas tree in this house, and I was gonna buy like matching ornaments and stuff like that. But then one day I went to my mom's house and she was like, oh, I have ornaments. So you'll see that they're very random, and between our dogs and our kids, some of them are still there, some of them are still not. But yeah, so let's just go do that.
Everybody got opinions. I'm so sick of trying to please them. I don't mean to get defensive, but I've been feeling kind of fearless. I want dangerous attention, and I really couldn't care less, no. Hopelessly so awkward, but I don't regret it. I don't regret it. That's the whiskey talking, but I don't regret it. I don't regret it. Yeah, I used to get all tied up, let the rain put out my fire. Now I'm feeling like Rihanna, Ella, 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 making a mess of emotions and liquor. Tears on my cheeks and they sparkle like glitter. Making a mess of emotions and liquor. Tears on my cheeks and they sparkle like glitter. Hopelessly so awkward, but I don't regret it.
Okay, so so we recapped our 2020 goals. I was able to take down our Christmas tree, our decorations, and I was able to fold some laundry. And so luckily over the last couple of days, like my husband has been home, so we've done like little tasks that we need to do, and I'm gonna be home the next few days before the new year. So any other little around the house tasks that we want to get done, we can get done then. But let's hop into our 2023 goals. So as I was doing the things around the house, I was trying to think of like, what I want to happen over the course of this year, different things that might happen for these goals to come true or to get accomplished. And so this is basically what I came up with for the year. So I have it separated into 3 different categories. So personal and family, social media, and then financial. So my first personal goal is to prioritize self-care. And so I know I had this kind of closer to the end of the year into my monthly goals, but I was looking on, because I don't know, I'm pretty just a low-key person. So I was looking on YouTube and just trying to think, I was just looking for like different self-care videos and things that people were doing. I was like, oh, what interests me? What do I think would make me not feel better, but just prioritize myself and that type of thing. And honestly, I was looking and I was like, you know what? I just have to start at the basics. Like, I'm not talking about getting my nails done. I'm not talking about getting massages. I'm not talking about doing any of that stuff. But, if you are a mom, you know that a lot of times we spend a lot of times doing things for other people. So, my self care will probably look different from other people's, but I came up with, so it's not really a goal, these are more intentions. But, number one, I want to read my Bible more. So that's the number one priority. And then I want to make sure that I'm eating a healthy breakfast. So in the morning time when I'm like scattering with my kids, sometimes I'll get to work and I'd be like, I did not even eat. And I didn't even realize it. So making sure I have a healthy breakfast, making sure that I take my vitamins, because I actually never really took any before. So even though, clearly I wasn't necessarily eating properly because of, the hecticness of life. So yeah, making sure I take my vitamins, making sure that I drink water. And yeah, I think those were the areas, right? So those are, oh no, one last thing. And then making sure that I go to sleep on time. And so that's a very important one. So that's basically my self-care for myself. Like if I can manage just to do those core things, I feel like my life in general, like I'll just feel better. Like I won't be as tired if I'm going to sleep on time. Eating properly is just a healthy thing to do. So yeah, so prioritizing self-care. And then so my next one is organizing my side hustle and my family time. And so this is something that I've been working on in the past, but I want to try and really, really do it this year. So I want to just see what works for me in terms of the side work that I do and the timing of when I do it. And then also intentionally spending just more time with my family. So I don't know exactly how that's going to work out, but that's something that I'll plan probably for January. And so that's it. Those are my personal goals, nothing too crazy. So next, social media. So my initial goal is to grow my subscribers to 1,000 subscribers. I'll have to break this down into smaller goals like as the months go by. But yeah, that's my goal, 1,000 subscribers. And then I want to, again, post consistently. I think I did a pretty good job of doing that in 2022, but I did kind of fall off in some at some times. So I want to continue posting at least one time per week. Ideally, it would be nice if I could manage to post more, but just with my time, I don't think I'll be able to do that. So one post a week. And then I would like to try and create and post a YouTube short. So if I could do even just one of those a month, then I'd be happy with that. So those are my 3 social media goals. Then so for financial goals, so I'd want to increase our income. And so part of this is not necessarily something that is controllable, but if you've been following along our year, so my husband doesn't work. He works for his company, but he's not permanent full-time. And so there happens to be a permanent full-time position that's going to be available in the new year. And so obviously we can't control whether he gets it or not, but just working towards doing that or applying for that or doing whatever has to be done in order to be put in a good position for that. So that's where the increase in income really comes from. But then also on the flip side, I'd like to increase my financial services income. So I was able to generate at least $5,000 in income last year. And that was basically my first full year of doing anything. So I would like to double that to $10,000. Obviously, it's going to take a lot of intention and work, but yeah, I'd like to double that to $10,000. And then my next one, which obviously I would have this on there, is to pay off debt. And so last year I was able to pay over $10,000, but this year I'm increasing that to $15,000. How I came up with the 15,000 is I know that already with like for instance, I know that my car payment is going to be done this year, so I already know that's at least $4,000 paid off right there. Um, I have this debt thing going and I know how much my monthly payments are, so I've already kind of like taken that into consideration. So even though 15,000 sounds like a big number, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to attain that. I'll just have to do a little bit of extra work to make it to the 15. So that's what I would like to do. And overall, you know, it's not, we can't control the things that happen in our lives, but I would just like to enjoy 2023, enjoy my family, enjoy my house, just enjoy, I don't know, being a year older and just kind of doing more of the things that I want to do when it comes to work and when it comes to home. So those are my 2023 goals. If you have some goals that you've already thought of, put them in the comments below. Let me know what some of your intentions or what some of your goals are for the new year. I guess I'll probably still be doing a budget side to my 2023 year. So you'll get to see that. So stay tuned for that. And I also still have to recap how December went. So also stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.